Hello, and welcome to Ingenium Ignis. Today, I want to continue to develop this software for showing here the number of subscribers of my channel on the terminal right here. But before we do this, I would like to change small things on the terminal itself that we customized last video. So what I want to change. The first thing, it is related to the battery display. What I noticed is that the battery percentage is shown as yellow as soon as the computer is discharging, right? Independently of the percentage of it. So, I mean like this. So if it's not charging, it's like yellow, and if it's discharging, it's this orange color, and if it's charging, is then blue. But I think this could look better, like to have green when the battery is above 80% or something like this. So I want to customize this a little bit further. And for the folder, I also want to change the style. So right now I have this style here. I showed it before. So if I go to desktop, now I don't have any folder here, and I create a. I showed this last videos, right? So I will just create really quickly here some folders. So folder, make the folder, and then I go into folder and make the another, and we go into another and make the last, and we go into last, right? So you see, as in the other videos, we have just the home folder and then folders without name, and then we are in last. It's okay, but I think it would be better. So these are two things that I'll change first, and then we will go to the development, right? So to change this, we just need to go to my Oh My Posh configuration, and this can be found in my home folder. Today I want to use Gedit. I'll try to stay in the terminal. We will see. So let me make Vim. I think I installed Vim now. Vim and home folder dot posh, right? This is my configuration. No, I didn't install Vim. So let's install Vim first. Installing. All right. Okay. So we are now here in my configuration. And there's a configuration for the battery. I think this is the last one. No, so this one exactly. So I'll make the console a little bigger so that it doesn't wrap. So now it's not wrapping anymore. Okay. All right. So here the battery part starts, right? And then we have here and this foreground template. First, the foreground, the basic foreground. Let me see what color is this. So let me take this here, copy, and we'll go here to Google and color this, copy this color. So the usual color, the basic color is yellow color. So if my device is not charging, not discharging, and not full, it currently shows a yellow color. I don't know if I like this. I kind of want it to be, if it's not charging, not discharging, and not full. So if it's staying the same number, is it yellow? Yellow for me, it's like a warning. I would like to be something more neutral, right? Something less of a warning. It's not green, it's not yellow, it's not red. It's maybe some kind of pinkish thing. It's just or just kind of white. Maybe just I just don't care, right? If it's maybe it's just this color here. Let me take a look on this. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because with my change, this won't matter. So that's it. It won't matter. What I will do is we'll go here and put a. I won't define the colors by charging, discharging, or full. All right. The colors now will be something like related to the percentage. So what I want to do is if less than, no, so here is charging. Charging was blue. So, okay. Maybe charging is no, that's cool. I want, so if charging, let it be blue, right? And but if discharging, I hope this works like an else if, right? So if the first hits the second, it doesn't look for the second, because discharging for me is not important. I want to be like discharging is not a condition for me, and full also doesn't matter. So I will make it like discharging value is the orange color, right? So I will use the orange color, but I will say, and this was this orange danger color. So I'll say if less than and I'll say if this percentage is less than 20, then I want this orange color. And if it's if is less than percentage 80 or 70 maybe, I want it to be like this this yellow color. Okay, and else, so if it's greater than 69, if it's greater than if it's greater or equal GE. I don't know, I have a sample here, but in this sample maybe I would need to use OR. I'll try use OR. So if it's OR greater than percentage 70 or equal percentage 70. So if this, then this color, which I hope is a green one. And I would say the usual color, if nothing apply, I want the foreground to be like this green. Paste it, okay, and I think this is it. I hope it works. Let me save it for now and just take a look. So it's now 98% green. That's good. Now is 100%, but discharging. So it's still green. Okay. I think I want to show this icon only if it gets real bad. So I don't want to show the discharging icon always, because now it doesn't make the real sense, right? I have 100% and still have this discharging icon that it's supposed to scare us, and yeah, it's not really scaring anyone. So let me make go to Bean again, and let me change this. I think this is in the template. So if not error, icon, percentage, and so the icon is be shown automatically. So they have icons for charging, and discharging icon. And how could I make the template better? Oh, there's a bit of work. I need to if here. So I don't want to show the template if the current state is discharging, but the battery is greater than 20%. So I think that's it. I don't want to show it. No, maybe battery greater than 50. Yes. So I will make, so I need to go to insert mode. I will put an if here. So we need two curly braces and two closing curly braces for the if. And after the icon, we need 2 and 2. So here is just the word end. Okay, and here inside this one, we will need an if and an end, and two of it. And the two conditions are, the first is, so only I need to negate. I need help. Let me take a look. So what are the usual names for this? So we have LT, GT, eco. What's the other ones? So not equal. So NE, it's not equal. And okay, so let's try. So only shows if not equal, and then we have this for battery, this here, discharging, and this data string, if they copy, if they are not equal. And if no, but wait a second. I want to not show n, so I'm negating. So this must be an R. So it's a bit different, difficult. So if this is not discharging, then always show the icon. Okay, by charging or by charged. So pull and or shows the icon when less than percentage 50. I guess this should work. So ask, right? So yeah, so now it's discharging, but it's not showing the icon because we have enough battery. So okay, it's not showing the discharging icon, but the battery is discharging right now. You can see it was 96 and now it's 95. That's good because it's not alarming. I mean, we still have enough battery. It's good. It's okay. And now let's end this by changing the folder. So let's do this again and change the folder. So the folder one is here somewhere. This is the path, yes. So what we have here, this is a git type, yes. The path type is here, and I chose agnostic before. And now I saw that I could have chosen, where was it? Here. path, I could choose Agnosta short, as I shown before, but with a small detail that I also need not only to define these, but also to define I think the max depth number. It defaults to 1, and that was the problem. So I can go to max and say I want my max depth to be 3. Okay. And let's close this and see what happens. If I go one back, this is not what I was expecting. Maybe maybe I don't need the strings because it's a number. Well, no. Oh yes, so yes. Now we have it. So you can see we have try, but as soon as we go to the last one, we start here getting ... So we will only have always 3 folders here, and the rest is resume to ... and we still have the root one. So I think that's great. So we get an idea where we are, but it's shortened. I think that's really what I was talking about. So that's great. That's a great prompt. Let's just charge the battery now to see if it changes. So it's still not charging, but it will charge soon enough. And yes, now it's charging and it's blue. So that's cool. So blue is still for charging, and green for values above 70. So during the video, the battery probably will go under 70, and then we can see how it will look like. Okay, this is done now. Let's open Rider and start. Let's open Rider and start taking a look on what to do to get this app developed. Maybe I will sketch something in Joplin as well, just like some kind of requirements, just that we know where are we heading on. So I would say I will add a new sub notebook here. YoutubeCli. And add a new node. Requirements. Okay. So first requirement. It needs to get the subscriber count of a channel. Yes, that's the first one. The second one, the execution can't take more than 100 milliseconds. Third, let me give a title for it. Requirements for YouTube CLI. Okay. Version 0.0.1. So the YouTube API key should be configurable with a configuration file. Let me see, maybe we should use a kind of dependency injection container. So .NET generic host should be used for configuration and DI. What more? Okay, subscriber count should be stored in database. What else? If subscriber count can't be retrieved in 100 milliseconds, then show last subscriber count. If subscribers count can be retrieved in 100 milliseconds, the show then show last subscriber count, and use a child process. Oh, this will be difficult. Can I use a child process to? I never did this. I want something like this. Use a child process to retrieve new count. So what I want to do is when I launch it, it returns the last known subscriber count number, but it launches a child process that will retrieve the current one, something like this. This is count can't be retrieved. No, this one doesn't make sense. So I'll say always show last known subscriber count to accelerate to speed up execution. And just requirement 8, only make requests to the YouTube API once per minute, so that we won't update, or maybe twice, so twice per minute, twice per minute, so that we want to use all our pool of requests. I think there is some kind of pool, so you have 10,000 tokens, request tokens or something like this, and for the YouTube API, and we don't want to use it all, right? So I think these are the requirements for the version 0.1. Do I still have something? I think that's it. I can live with it. So let's start small, right? Let's start with a host, with a generic host. So let me take a look. I'll make this bigger. Let me take a look and search for .NET generic host. I think there is some example here. So that's the .NET generic host, and here how to set up our host. We can just have a create host builder and build and run. So okay, but this is I don't like how this is done. I would say we need to have host, create default builder, then we can configure servers, and then I can save this all in a builder and then use build and run. Probably I will do it like this. So I will commit everything to master So usually you would do something like this. You would have, I don't know, there is a lot of philosophies on how you should do this. I never done the right way. I'll just commit everything for now to master. I still don't have a to master or to main. Am I using master or main? Master. Oh no, I want to use main. So let me rename. I can't rename it. Remain branch not possible before the first commit. Okay. So let me commit first. Commit everything. Conversion file. Hit ignore. Yeah. I guess. So I don't want you. VC S X and L. What about it ignore? Modules XML. This was right. No, I'll commit everything. So I'll commit git ignore first because I don't know which ones should I have in source control or not. These two I know I should have. I'll have to git ignore and then I will take a look. So this is my initial commit. Okay, commit. Good. So now it seems these three wasn't ignored, so I'll just amend them, right? So amend commit. Okay, cool. And sorry. And now I think I can change this to main. Okay, so now I have my initial commit. I've changed this to main. Everything is fine. And now I can start. I don't really like this new template for .NET that doesn't have main, doesn't have anything here. It's just starting. That's why I think I will copy this back because this looks more how I would have it. Let me paste it here. So let me make some space. Bring back the Explorer. Make some space here. And I think I need to put this in a namespace, right? I think now you can use some kind of namespace statement. Just when everything is in a namespace, you can say just namespace and YouTubeCli, for example. And I think everything is now in this namespace. And inside this namespace, I want to have some using statements. Probably for this here. So show context actions, create interface, iHost builder. No, I don't want to create interface. I want you to know the interface. I thought this would be some kind of using something, right? Let me take a look. This should definitely be in some kind of here. Okay, we need Microsoft Extensions hosting for it to work. So let's install it. Our first Nugget package. Manage Nugget package hosting. Microsoft extensions hosting abstractions. Do I need abstractions or just Microsoft extensions hosting? I wrote yes here. Let's install this one. Yes, install. Okay, it's now installed, and I think now it should show context actions and import missing reference. So now it knows iHost Builder. Can I have it after? Yes, okay. And now I also want this one. Import reference files. Oh, did I import missing? It won't. What's happening? Microsoft extensions dependency injection. Install. Okay, hosting abstractions. Okay, install hosting abstractions also. Does this help? Still no help. Let me install the I here. Dependency injection. Okay. Install this. And maybe also the abstractions as well. I don't know what's the difference between them, but maybe they are complementary. So now that I have these 4 packets, can I just import? What's happening? Show context actions. So import missing reference in project. Import missing reference in solution. Okay, let me just do using Microsoft.extensions.dependency injection. This will probably do, right? Okay, now I just need the worker, and the worker is my service. So there is no worker. There's still no worker at all. So I think I made a mistake. I didn't need to do this because I want to make it like a console app, and I know that I can use the structure of Cocona for console apps. So okay, that was a mistake. I will install Cocona in my project, and then it won't be necessary to take care of this. Oh, so can install just Cocona. Yes, started. So when I install Cocona, it will take care of a lot of things for me, and that's good. So let me take this away. I won't need this. I won't need this as well, and probably won't need those. What I want to do is here using Cocona. And what I need is first of a builder, and that's equal to, I think, let's assign a Cocona app dot create builder or create host builder. I think maybe builder is enough. So let's go with create builder. Okay. Now we have our builder. Can we already do something with it? We can already have a service collection here. How is this? How is the right way to do it? I know that there's also options here, so I'll pass like a lambda. So like this. No, so we can put the X, and then there's options this way. So the builder is created, and I think we can get the service from the builder. Point service. We also can get a configuration manager. Config manager from the builder as well. And then we can say that our app is equal to builder.build, and then we can say app.run async, and it can I think it's app run async, and it has a type here, and that's the type of our application. The guest, so the hosted application is passed here. I'll make this a sync, so there's a task and it's a sync. And it has a problem because it doesn't have a wait. No? Yes, so we can have a wait here. A wait. So I think this is the start of it. Maybe we're asking ourselves, okay, what's this Cocona thing? Let me show you. If you go to GitHub, you can go to Cocona, and you'll find the application here. This is a way to create a console application really quickly. So you have like a command, right? For example, Cocona run, and the command has an option and an argument, and you already have a help parameter for your console application. So it's like really quickly way to create a console application, and it supports the generic host thing with dependency injection and so on. So it's really neat. So let me introduce here a new class. And how I do this? I think it's add class somewhere. Here, class interface. So let me make a new class, and this will be the YouTube CLI app class. So this will be my hosted class. So let me copy this and put this here. Okay, so now I can compile this. And So let me already make like we need to first things first. How Cocona works is so that every public method of YouTubeCli app is like a console command. So it will be transformed in a console command. So, for example, if we get here a public method, this method is public and is async task, and it's called get subscriber count. Get subscriber count to be called, right? So get subscriber count. It doesn't need any parameters for now. And what this will do is for now just do a console write line 5 as we had it before. Okay, so console write line 5, and I think it's saying, hey, you doesn't have any async thing. Remove async and return task completed task in file. Yes, sure. And make this. Okay, for now, because we don't need async. So with this we introduced Cocona and the whole idea of a host container with cells and so on. But we haven't changed what it does. It just says console write 5, right? Because we only have a public method, Cocona will assume our console application just takes one command, and then we don't need to name this command. So I will show you what I mean. Let me publish this, and I will change from 5 to 7, just that you see the change, because now, as for now, we can see that we see the 5 there, and when I publish this, so let me publish this, we should see 7, and then I will show you something else. So it's published. Cocona produced trim warnings. Maybe I shouldn't trim. Let me edit this configuration and don't trim. Trim unused assemblies. So without trimming it. Okay, so good. If I press enter, we should see 7. Or we should see nothing. Oh, we are under 50% and the danger symbol is here. That's good, but it's not good that we're seeing nothing. Let me see what's happened. YouTubeCli. Handle the exception. System type, load exception method, get item and type configuration, builder properties from assembly markers, blah, blah, blah. Public key does not have an implementation. I think I saw this before. Indeed, I have encountered this before. Maybe it's because of this. I think the whole extension things can be ready to run. Yes, that was it. So because it's not ready to run, we have this kind of laggy feeling here. I don't like this so much. Because we are using the container, it's a little bit slow. It's still cool, but it needs like a little bit of timing. I don't know how much, but it definitely needs a bit of time to, you know what? I'll find out how much time it needs. How? Is there something like time? How much is this? Is this 438 milliseconds? I think so. So it's already way above our stipulation of 100 milliseconds. Yes, it's already 400 milliseconds. And I don't think it will get faster. So you know what to do, right? If something doesn't match the requirement, you change the requirement. So now I would say, okay, it must for sure be faster than 600 milliseconds. uh, so it must be faster than 600 milliseconds, and now we are in the requirement again. But I can feel it. Whoa, and that already took 600. Yeah, I can feel how slow it is. It's taking so much time. It's just not snappy anymore. It's like, oh, and rather just close itself. Okay, I think it's time for me to make a pause here, and I'll get back to it later. This is not the end of the video. I will pause now, take a walk, read a bit, and come back to it. See you in some seconds. I'm back. So after going for a walk and reading a little bit and trying this and that, I've decided what is the way to go. So first, we will maintain our requirements. That's not the way to do. Our requirement to be, it must be quicker than 100 milliseconds. That's absolutely must be like this. And the problem here is this here. .NET generic host should be used for configuration NDI. That's not a requirement. This is a confused requirement and injected here some kind of implementation already. This is not a requirement for the software. But the requirement is, so let me rephrase it. The requirement is already here. It should be configurable, but the dependency injection is not a requirement, and the whole host container thing is not a requirement. So, and I think that's it. If I take this away, I need to correct this. 4, 5, 6, 7. So, right now, what I will do. So this is how the software is now, and what I found out is the following. So what I did is I added here a timer, and now I'm writing the elapsed time milliseconds at the end of the program. So let me publish this program here for you to see. Oh, yeah, nothing at all because of the. So what I found out is I can't get Cocona to be enable ready to run. There is some problem there, and that is some kind of bug of .NET 6.0. I tried use .NET 7 preview and then it worked, but it didn't help too much. But let me take this away just so that you can see what's the problem right now when I try to use this whole dependency injection thing with the builder and so on, with use the Microsoft extensions, dependency injection, Microsoft extensions configuration, and so on. So now it's published, and so it takes like 400 milliseconds, 500 milliseconds. It takes approximately 500 milliseconds. That's 5 times slower than our requirement. Okay, and but if I don't use Cocona, but I use Cocona.Lite, that's another Nugget package, then it gets way quicker. It's not so quick as I would want to, but it's under our second Nugget. It's under our requirement. So if we install Cocona.Lite instead, so let me take Cocona away, remove, and install Cocona.Lite. And let me take the whole builder structure away. And just say Cocona.Lite app. Sorry. So, and enable the whole ready to compile thing, ready to run compilation, and publish this. And now we get 60 milliseconds. So it's still not great. It's still a lot, but we still have 40 milliseconds red room to do something. And I hope we can do something with this. Okay, so it's not great, but it's better. I don't know if I can change anything here to get it to be even better, but that's what I could achieve now. Maybe if I trim unused assemblies, I don't really know. I think this makes the executable smaller, but it doesn't really make it quicker. At least doesn't make sense for me that it would make it quicker. Let me see. Okay, Cocona doesn't like that we are trimming, but no, it doesn't get quicker. It gets actually, it seems to be slower, if I'm honest. We're hitting 65 a lot more than before. 78. I don't know. So I will take this away. And I don't know if they include native libraries for self-extract, if this is also better or worse. Let me run once without this. So now, I'm still, so I think the libraries for self-extract are also hitting here the 60s. Edit configuration that includes these libraries. Apply, okay, and publish again. So now, okay, that's it. So it doesn't make really a difference, it seems, this change. So I will take this away. this right line here for the last second and the timing now for now, and save this, right? And we'll take this away here. See what's the warning here. Class program is never instantiated. Okay, that's because it should be public static class. Then shouldn't have this warning, right? Yes. So, and now I think, so our YoutubeCli is like this. And I think we can commit it. So let me make a commit with everything. What is global JSON does? Let's add no change here. And my commit will be for this one here. And this, added Cocona to application. So, okay, great. Cocona is running. And now what we need to do is, let me see. I think we need to try and communicate with the YouTube API. I think that's the next step that I should take. Let me go here and search for the YouTube API. So YouTube data API. Okay. Yes. Add YouTube functionality to your site. Yeah, maybe. Maybe get started. You need a Google account. I have a Google account. To access the Google API console, request an API key and register your application. So, okay, let me open this. I'll need to log in with my Google account. So close your eyes. Okay, so I've logged in the Google Cloud Path platform. And now I think I can create a project. And my project will be called YouTube CLI. Okay, let me create this project. So, okay. And now I can click here in enable APIs and service. And what I want is the YouTube data API v3. This one. So I want to enable this. Okay, the API is enabled. And now I need to create credentials. I need like an API key. Which API are you using? YouTube API. And what data will be accessing? What data? Different credentials are required to authorize access depending on the type of data that you request. User data belonging to a Google user, like their email address or age, or public data, Google data that's public available, like public maps, that's public data, what I want. Next. So here is your API key. This is always available for you on the credential page. We recommend restricting this key before using it in production. So restrict this key. Okay. And the name is temporary API key. See, okay. So I've got a credential, I hope. And the credential should be so enabled API. I'm a little bit lost. To be so we have YouTubeCli. Okay. Okay. APIs and services. I get here my YouTube data. Okay. And so the API is enabled and I have my credential, right? Yes, I have a credential. Okay. So show the key, copy the key. Okay, so the second question is how to use the API. So let's get back to this here. So do I get an example or something on how to use this? It doesn't seem so. So here's an example. Google, YouTube, videos, ID, my API key, path, snippet, content details, statistic, status. So what would happen if I do this, right? And then I go this, and then what I want is not videos, I want channel. I want an example of channel videos, and then not videos. Here where videos were. We want to channel the name or channels. Channel. Okay, let me try this. Bit3 channel, and then how he made it. He did. Then I will go and have this, and then the ID of the channel ID equal to, then what's the ID? YouTube always block. Ingenium Ignis. So okay, I think this is my channel ID. So I did this, and then he wants to have equal, and then my credential, copy it, close it, paste it. And what I get is nothing. And if I did videos, the requesting is missing channel. The request is missing a valid API key. Isn't this maybe my valid API key? My API key doesn't want to. Key and key. Oh, I'm missing this. Okay. ID blah 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 and key. Oh, kind YouTube channel is response. All right. Okay. I got something. I just need to know how to use it. So I thought I could go like this is channels. I go like channel. Channel doesn't work. Does videos work? Videos 0 0. Okay, that's interesting. But channels was successful. It said results per page 5, total results 1, items, YouTube channel, ID, these. Expand all? No. So YouTube API, let me search for how to, so the YouTube API version 3, get subscriber count. So this is exactly what I want. Here, there is an answer, and the answer says channels, and then the path is its statistic, and the ID, channel ID. Okay, so that's what's missing for me. It's the path. So let's make this and take here. What I need is the path. And I have it. Subscribe account 7 right here. Right here. Right? Oh, amazing. 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 It's almost done. So all I need to do is get this link. So let me be pragmatic about it. So I'll first get this link, and now I need to make a HTTP request in this command. For this, we will need a HTTP client. Since we are not working with dependency injection, I would say this. I will see this as my application, and an HTTP client. There should be only one HTTP client per application. So I will just initialize an HTTP client in the constructor here. So I will do a public constructor, and I will need to new up an HTTP client here because I'm not using dependency injection. So let's make the constructor, and let me make a private HTTP client here. And he will be called HTTP client as well. That's a property, and let's do a get set here, or just a get. It's a read only property, and it will be initialized in the constructor. So this HTTP client is equal to a new HTTP client. Okay, so now out property access is never used, so that's the problem. And now we can see that our response is equal to this HTTP client dot get a sync, and we will make this await this, and I can't await because this is not a sync, so now it's a sync, and we don't need this anymore. So let's await for what this takes. This take a request URI. So it's a string, and I could do this here directly. What it's not really the best thing to do. Let me change some things here. So we will not only have the response, but we will have the path is statistics, right? So let me get the whole request here. Path is equal to statistics, right? Then we have the channel ID is equal to this thing here. And the API key is equal to this whole thing here. So now I can interpolate this and say this is path, this is channel ID, and this is API key. Okay, so after this, I think I can say response dot. There was something like ensure success status code, and let me put this here in a try catch now. So let's wrap this in a try catch. So surround with try. Okay. For now, if there is an exception, I want to do nothing. So the classic exception handling. And okay, so now we are ensure success, and we want to write. So now we're getting a JSON, right? So my response dot content. Oh, we can read from JSON. I understand. I can give a class to it the way I expect the answer to be. So then I will have an object of it. So I can do this, or I can just say this is of type dynamic. I don't know if this works. And oh, I mean, and say so var object. No, I can't use object. So the object is equal to await this. So now this hopefully is like a dynamic object, and we can put a breakpoint here and see what happens. So
Okay, we have an object here, and I have a value kind. It has 1 byte, and the static members. What is this? So it doesn't seem to have. No, this is not what I want. No. No, that's object is just a string. That's not what I want. Yeah, no. So I'll have to create a class. Okay, let's create a class. So I will create a class. This class will be called channel statistic response. That will be it for now. And yes, we can add this to Git. And what I want to have is this, yes. So let me write it now. So the first thing I want is a public string kind. So I hope this works. All right, so we have kind get set. Then we have a public. So let me set this to string.empty at first. So then we have a public string e tag get set string.empty as well. Then we have, then things get a little bit complicated because we have an object. Okay, we have some kind. Oh, this is just such a difficult structure. I don't want to do this. No. No, I have no. That's not what I want to do. This is not. This is not. I want to proceed. You know what? I will do. I will install the NewtonSoft JSON library. So let me install one more nugget. The NewtonSoft JSON library. This one. NewtonSoft JSON, yes. Let's add this to our YouTubeCli app. So now I want to know how to deserialize something but dynamic. I want to deserialize JSON, but without knowing. So J array is equal to new J array add manual tags at new daytime. J object. No. Where is the documentation? Documentation here. And serializing, deserializing. And I want deserializing. I want examples. Samples. deserialize an anonymous type. So now deserialize. For this, I need to know. Maybe I need this like a really. It must be possible, right? Can't I just deserialize an object without knowing the object? Deserialize object account. I want to deserialize. So Newton's soft JSON deserialized dynamic. Array.parse JSON. Oh, this. I think. Oh, but this is an array. I can do object probably. I hope. Let me do like this. So let me see. I installed it already. Yes. Okay. So let me say content equal to this and read as a string async. Okay. And we'll go var JSON. Content JSON is equal to J object dot path content. Okay, and let's do a breakpoint there and debug and see what happens. I fear at the end this will take more time than I wanted to take. But let me take a look to the content JSON. This is a J object with results. Yes. So now we have key value pairs, right? So we have here items. Yes, and items has a value which has a key value pass. I hope this is a J object again, and we can do then statistics, and we can go to subscriber count. So let me see how they say current JSON with link. So what can I do here? I can go and say RSS channel items. Okay. From C in okay. Okay, so I can just go key, and then I'll get my value, I hope. So what I can say is here var subscriber count is equal to, let me take this here again, take a look on the, no, not here, there, yes. And we can say this is content JSON, and sorry, I said content JSON, right? Content JSON, and we can index it and say items, and again statistics, and again subscriber count. And what's the problem here? Difference of possible null. So just do it if it's not null. Yeah, that's a problem here. Just do it if it's not null, and so on. So if it's not null, do this. Okay. So now I have a J token, and I think I maybe have a J token. Okay. Ooh, my battery is low. That's a awesome time to see how the symbol. Oh yes, it works. Let me 1 second. I need to bring my charger. I'm back, and it's charging. So at least it's not discharging anymore. All right. Where we were. So let me make this big again. And I don't want it to be a J token. I wanted to have. So I wanted to get the get the first child token of this token. How do I take like the value, right? Value, it's int. So now this can be a int or not. And if it's not, just give me 0. Now it's for sure a int, and I can print it. Okay, let me see if this works. Debug. Okay. This didn't work. Oh, items returned a J array. So I can't just take like I see. I think I understand. So this is an array, and I need to access the first one. So first, and then I can do this. Yeah, that was the problem, I guess. So it's not so easy. But so now I hope subscriber count is 7. It worked. It works. Oh, that's great. Resume. So now, I mean, it's not done. It's far away from done, but it's working. So that's great. Let's publish this. Publish. Run. So let me see. Yes. Oh, baby, it's working. So if I let me see, how much time do I need for it? Okay, it takes long, right? It must do the request and so on each time. So there is a lot of work to do still, but now the 7 that we see here is the number of subscribers that I have. And this would get updated immediately if I got a new subscriber. I think this is really cool. And this will be the end for this video for today. Thank you for watching, and never forget, ignite your brain. See you on the next video. Bye.